Romans chapter 8, verses 29 and 30. For those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son, so that he would be the firstborn among many brethren. And these whom he predestined, he also called. And these whom he called, he also justified. And these whom he justified, he also glorified. This is talking about 5 stages in the fulfillment of your destiny. God foreknew, predestined, called, justified, and glorified. What does that mean? I believe foreknew, we could describe it this way. We talked some already about this. God has written a book about your life. It's open in heaven, and it was written from before the foundation of the earth. Before you were ever conceived, God had a purpose and a destiny. He created you to fulfill a purpose on this earth that is absolutely unique, that nobody else can fulfill. And from the day you were conceived, the devil and demonic forces have battled to stop you from fulfilling that purpose. So what does it mean he foreknew you? It means he knew beforehand what the purpose was and wrote it in a book. The second thing that he did, he predestined you to be conformed to the image of his Son. What does predestined mean? It means a predetermined destination. So God determined you were to go from here to here, a predetermined destination. God had a plan, but it's not automatic that you're going to get there. See, a lot of people think predestination means automatically God will control your life and force everything to... No. God is not a controller. God doesn't work that way. A destiny must be fought for. Predestination means you were pre-chosen to go to this destination, but it doesn't mean it's automatic that you'll get there. You have to discover the destination and move toward it. So God knew your life, created a plan, wrote it in a book, established a destination in advance, and the third thing he did, he called you. What does that mean? It means you're to hear and see the purpose, the plan, the destination. That's his calling. He said, hello, listen, I have a destiny for you. I have a purpose for you. You know, a lot of times that word calling is only used for ministers, evangelists, nuns, priests, pastors, missionaries. No. Everybody has a calling. God has called you. If you are a truck driver, hopefully that's your calling. You're not just doing it for money. You're doing it because you love it, because you're called to it. If you're a doctor, hopefully you're not doing that because you thought you could make a lot of money. Hopefully you're doing that because it's a calling. So God calls you, you discover what that calling is that's written in his book, and it gets in your heart. Do you know, God has put what's in the book also in your heart. You will love to do what you're called to do. So God foreknew you. He established a destination. He called you and spoke to you. This is what it is. The fourth thing he did, he justified you. That means the enemy will always try to accuse you. You're disqualified. You could never do that. You could never fulfill that because you're stupid, or you're ugly, or you're this, you're that. You sinned. You've ruined it. You destroyed your destiny. It'll never happen. And Yeshua comes along in the courts of heaven and says, nope, I've paid for all that. She is justified. He is justified. What does that mean? You're rendered innocent by the blood of the Lamb. All accusation is stopped and removed, and you are released to go forward in your destiny. All resistance and blockage is removed. That's what it means, justified. And then the fifth thing this passage says is that you've been glorified. What that means is that's the actual release and fulfillment of your destiny. Some people call that convergence. That's when I hear that word a lot. I believe that that's what this is talking about. It's when you come into the fulfillment and the fullness of what God had purposed for you, stepping into the manifestation of your destiny. That's the glorified part. So here would be the question today: where are you in that process? Have you discovered yet what God has written in the book? Do you understand the destination and the road? Have you received your calling? Have you received justification? Have you forgiven yourself? Have you let the blood of the Lamb remove all hindrances, all self-sabotage mechanisms, all things that would block you? And are you stepping forward into that time of manifestation of your destiny? Where are you in that process? That would be the thing to meditate and ponder today. God has just an awesome thing that He's doing in your life. I want to pray for you. Father, I pray for each one watching today. I call you into your destiny. I declare over you there is a destiny for you, and the enemy will not stop you. I proclaim over you, you shall fulfill that which God foreknew and wrote in the book over your life. You shall arrive at the destination. You shall walk along the path. You shall fulfill your calling. The blood of Messiah has removed every hindrance, and you shall step into the manifestation of your destiny. I proclaim that over you today in the name of Messiah Yeshua. Amen. And I encourage you, contend for the destiny and the calling God has given you, and you will see the manifestation. Amen.